crazy virus happened, I wouldn't have known it if I wasn't told. Because I have been transfixed with designing an electric guitar. Everything was going all right, and then right out here one night, see, this is Secret Guitars, my store. A lot of you know it, some don't, in New Jersey near the shore. This wind is blowing from the ocean. It smells good, sort of salty. It's not that late, it's only about 10 o'clock right now, but I've often been up at 3, 4, 8 a.m. working on this thing. One night out here, I had a weird experience with nature involving Egypt. A guy named Hermes Trismegistus came into the picture. Who knows? Trying to interpret this has been more interesting, but it leads to confusion. I started seeing fortuitous coincidences right away, and luckily I was working on something completely altruistic, which is sort of tied in with some things that were happening in the story of my life right now. I was taking a uninitiated on my Felix Unger routine, but anyway, I had the time, I had the wherewithal, uninterrupted time, and lots of different guitars from all ages, imports from the 60s, Tyscos, Gibsons, Fenders, and I saw where there was an unfilled niche, let's say. And from jamming in the middle of the night listening, real clear-headed listening, we were able to sort of discern where the good stuff was coming from, but not why necessarily. And then it happened. In the middle of a morning discussion about vibration and cancellation of frequencies pertaining to string vibration, I tried something, and while we were having a debate about what would work better, the saddle moved under the pressure of the strings and stopped in a perfect position, and everything was clear. The sound gained a lot of volume and clarity. All the ranges were at the same time. Something fell off the wall. It was amazing. And then trying to reproduce the mistake, that's where it gets difficult. And so I became obsessed with not only getting it right, but making it. I had to make it so that it could work, with another person who wasn't willing to spend 2 months setting it up. And I've been just refining it and waiting to see if it blew up or if there's any apparent defects in the system. And I'm ready to say that it's now functional. And I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm gonna do part 2 right now. Mike here from Secret Guitars in New Jersey. I'm not sure why, but I look like one of those old hippies now because it's pulling down. Putting on my hat. I am one of those old hippies now. But I have been busy inventing what I think is the best sounding electric guitar in the world. And I give it all to nature. It'll tell people how you're feeling when you play this. So it's all piezo, a little too attacky there, which you can dial down with this attack knob. Some of the engineering things to overcome were like body noise, which I'm pretty much there. I thought of some things to do to buffer it and ground it so that it doesn't pick up a lot of body noise. If you want to do like Dick Cavett intro music from 1970. That out. replicates like those type of bass instruments. Two separate outputs, so it doesn't ground together, by the way. It's isolated. The pickguard is spruce because there's acoustic properties there that can be had. It's a dreamboat, man. This goes back to classical violin design as opposed to like higher pitched metallic sounds, which I've never been a huge fan of. I don't have to try hard to get the treble with one string to compete with the fat chords. But I wanted it a little brighter, so I decided to incorporate a piezo. But I went an opposite way with vibration that isolates everything so I could control wave cancellation. And I got this set at 0 wave cancellation, I believe, right now. And then I one time got lucky, and I've been chasing that for months. But this design for 2 weeks has stayed put because it's essentially a suspension bridge. It can't be anchored at all. The string force, once again, I'm giving away trade secrets before anybody's, only one guy's ordered one of these so far. But listen to it with the humbucker. Just humbucker first. Pretty great. Then I dialed up with what was supposed to just be a little auxiliary tone and a guide. That's just my bridge pickup I invented. That is bizarre. Like I followed nature's designs or something. I'm ergonomic and bionomic, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I am all those things. It will replicate classical guitars. It will replicate tubas, and who wants to do that really? It'll replicate cellos, I noticed. Playing guitars, I own a music store. I've played every guitar there is, not everyone, but a lot of models over the years. And I knew where the hole was, but I didn't expect this much luck getting there. And it hasn't gone out of tune. Really, this is a collection of beautiful mistakes because of all the weird things that have happened during the construction of it. Not that I'm directly responsible, I just happened to be there when nature intervened in a big way. Dial in some of that bridge.